For the first time, thank you, Guruji, for the opportunity, and I hope you'll pardon me if I make any mistake. It's been lovely since the time at least me and my husband have got connected. 2014 was the first time when my friend did a satsang at her place, and she also got connected through someone, which is Aunty. I just met her coincidentally right now in the kitchen. So she got connected through her, and Shalu Aunty, who's a very close and dear friend to me, she was doing satsang, and since in our friend circle nobody knew about Guruji and she was doing it for the first time, she asked everyone to support her. And I said, okay, fine, because I'm from a Punjabi Sikh family. हमारे यहाँ ऐसा कोई गुरुजी को कोई मानते नहीं है. We have our Guru Nanak Dev, and we follow Gurdwara, and we go there, listen to Shabad. So that has been the journey for me since my childhood. So this was a little different kind of a request, but since she was such a dear friend, I said, okay, fine, I'll come for you. I asked my uncle. He said, you know what, you go ahead. I know that we can't say no to Shalu, so you go ahead and we'll see. I said, okay, fine. I went. Moment I entered, I didn't know the setting, the discipline, and how it is supposed to be done, because in my life, I never went to any satsang except Gurdwara before that. That was my very first time. I used to listen to people going to satsang in India, but I didn't know what they do over there. Okay, they must be listening to some bhajan, but that's all I could think of. जैसे ही मैं वहाँ घुसी और मैंने वहाँ देखा कि वहाँ पे तो शब्द चल रहे हैं पंजाबी के, and that is exactly what I have lived my life. And I said, this is something which I can relate to. Okay, it would be easy for me to sit there. I sat, and it was beautiful. I could easily do my dhyan. And when I finished from there and I came back, I was just mesmerized with the whole environment and the aura. And I came back home telling my husband कि मुझे तो बहुत अच्छा लगा, अगली बार होगा तो ज़रूर चलना. Unfortunately, within a month, Anju Aunty did satsang, and this time I took my husband with me. And he attended it, and when he came back with me, he had exactly the same feeling, same calmness that you get once you go back, and I'm sure you all must be feeling. That's why we all are here connected to Guruji, because the peace and the calmness that you get from your entire work week, and when you come here and sit here for whatever minutes and hour that you are here for, that calmness we felt when we reached home, and we didn't talk the entire time in the car with each other. He reached home and he said to me that I loved it, and let's go again whenever the satsang happened. And we started waiting कि कोई सत्संग में बुलाए, क्योंकि हमको तो पता ही नहीं था कि यहाँ पे मंदिर गुरुद्वारे में कहीं कोई information कोई देता ही नहीं है, तो हमें पता नहीं था कि कोई गुरुजी का मंदिर भी है. Fine. Moving on, we got connected. The journey was very nice and peaceful and beautiful. Like I used to listen to satsang, and people's journey, within that journey, so many things changed for them. At least for me, the journey was like going steady. There was nothing I was asking Guruji also. I was just asking, just give us health and calmness in our house. And I know that we work hard, so we will do whatever we deserve, and we'll get that. So it's okay. Just give us our good health. That's it. And one day in that journey, and it was not that late that I connected to Guruji. It was very, very recent in that time that I'm from IT background. I applied for a job. I keep applying, and I applied for a job in UN, United Nations. And fortunately, I get picked for an interview, and I clear my interview, and they ask me कि आप join कर लो. I said, okay, fine. When they started talking about how the process is, they said, and like anyone else here, I do not know, many of you must have gone through the journey of H1, H4, green card and all that. And we were in the same journey. I was holding an H1. I had filed for my green card. My uncle had his own H1, his own green card process. So we didn't want to disrupt that. And I was told कि आपको तो हमारे visa पे आना पड़ेगा. Because the position that I was getting over there, it was a country diplomat. So I said, that's a very, very big offer. I wouldn't have said no ever in my life if I would have come, if I would have been picked in India and come straight on that visa here. But since I was in the middle of my green card processing, I didn't want to disrupt anything. So एक वो भी greed था और एक ये भी था कि इतना बड़ा offer है, should we say no to it? I had time for a week and we were debating about it, but on the final day, me and my husband, we were going somewhere, and I said, you know, only 4-5 hours are left. I have to give them answer by 5 p.m. this evening. Tell me, what do I do? Should I take it or should I refuse it? And he said, you know what? तू इतना सत्संग जाती है और इतने ये सत्संग तो मुझे भी सुनाती है और रोज सुनती है, तो खुद क्यों नहीं इस बात को सोचते कि तू अपने गुरुजी से एक बार बोल कि मतलब can you show me also some path, like something, some kind of indication, message, something? And I said, पता नहीं वो लोगों के साथ होता है, हमारा शायद इतना कनेक्शन नहीं है, हमारे साथ होगा नहीं होगा, अब मेरे पास 4 घंटे मैं क्या करूं? तो and we are driving and we are talking, and then we go silent for 2 minutes because okay, fine, we had whatever the discussion. And right there and then the car comes in front of me and the car license plate says G42 EAD. I have a picture in my phone till date for that. I took the picture, and after taking the picture, I told my husband, check the license plate. What license plate? I said, just ahead of us. And he goes, G42 EAD. And I said, that's the visa that we are talking about. Oh, yeah. So I said, I've got my message. I'm picking up the job. That's it. I get my G4, you get the EAD. That's what it says. And then you continue your green card process. Mine is going to get quit because I'm going to become a diplomat, a representative of India here. So I'll continue to do that. And I picked up the job, and this was back in 2014 when I picked my job. 6 months it was that I got connected to Guruji before that. I said, Shukrana Guruji for everything, and glad that I picked it because I didn't know what all I was getting into, what kind of responsibility I am taking on from there on, and how my career is going to move and shift. And it's just not that you get the diplomat title here and you are a country representative. It doesn't end there. When you are in a UN family and when you are working for such a big international organization, you are given the privileges to do things that I think in every child and in every mother would be thinking of telling their child to become something like that. And I was debating on that offer, whether I should take it or not. I mean, I never asked my dad, I never asked my mom, I never called back India to discuss this with them. I was discussing just over that thought of a green card disruption with my husband. That's it. And today, I make my husband proud, my parents proud, I feel good. And the work that I'm doing, that makes me feel even more good. And that everything that I did, thank you, Guruji, for letting me make that decision, making that decision easier for me. It wasn't an easy one. And I couldn't have taken it without him because I would have certainly said no. Certainly, if that message wouldn't have been there in front of me. So that's my small and beautiful satsang. But another thing that I would like to say to each one of you, which I just got to know today, and I'm, today is my very, very first time that I'm doing satsang in front of anyone. I have been connected to Guruji since 2014. I have been coming to Mandir. I used to go to Oak Tree Mandir and then I started here. No one ever asked me to do satsang before. So I was like you, coming here, sitting here, putting my time here with my Guruji, having that connection, having beautiful time here. And I don't know how many festivals I experienced in this beautiful environment, but nobody, very strongly, if you are chosen, and if Rita Aunty is coming to you, I'm sure that you have been chosen by Guruji, because she is also going in the direction what Guruji has directed. And today it was my turn. I'm thankful. And whenever it's your turn, please share your satsang, because you never know who would get benefited with that eventually. I did my satsang, maybe somebody gets the message with that